Yo, 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 once again, this is the midweek grind. I'm here with
Stay
my boy,
growing.
Derry Brown. You know what I'm saying? It's Ricky Fame the Flies in the city. You know what I'm
What's
saying?
up,
With
bro?
another midweek grind. What's going on, my brother?
Not too much, man. Just chilling, man. What's happening?
Man, just chilling, man. You know, we got a lot of sports to talk about. It's the midweek, man. Let's start with the NBA.
Let's
Uh,
go.
yeah, man. Indiana top OKC 116 to 107. An impressive performance by
They
Tyrese
really
Halliburton.
they did
Uh,
their thing.
yeah, no, absolutely. He scored 22 points, and Pascal Siakam had 21 points. Yeah, man. I really believe that Tyrese has to really score for them to be successful, man. All that passing and stuff he does, they always lose.
Yeah. You
He's
know
a tough,
what?
yeah.
I think I think part of the problem was in that second game. I don't think he was aggressive enough.
Yeah.
Um, but like you said, anytime he plays, man, like when he's on his shit, they win. They're only, they're 7-2 at home in the playoffs. So that means a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
think OKC done put themselves into a position to where, well, we know they put themselves in a position. Like you gotta really ball out now because you gotta win the next game. You have to win the next game.
Man, they held SGA to only 24 points this time, man. That was a big win for the defense.
No,
Uh,
I know, but the bench outplayed them too, because in that first game when they won, the bench was 11 plus.
man,
This third game, they
they
were
went cra-
31 plus.
they went crazy, man. It seemed like the bench was outplaying the starters.
Yeah, pretty much.
Um,
OKC just got to up their game, man. I've been saying it all year long. I'm not riding with OKC just because they was whipping everybody's ass throughout the season, because playoffs
yeah,
is totally different.
right.
And then when you get a team like Indiana, and I said this when the playoffs started, when you get a team like Indiana ain't got nothing to lose, and they just coming in the gym like this is what we do, you
Coming
got
to
to
ball.
watch them kind of teams, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. SGA was only held to 24 points, man. That was like I said, a win for the defense for Indiana. Jalen Williams came through with 26 points though, which is good, but it
Yeah,
wasn't enough as OKC falls 116-107, man. But I still believe that they're going to win the series. Crazy enough, it's going to go 7 games.
yeah, it's got to go 7.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna give them. I'm not gonna give them 100% on winning. It's just I don't know, man. It's something that's telling me that Indiana they gonna play until the last game is played, and I think that any mistake, and then you got to look at. I think a lot of it has to do with coaching, right? So it's the adjustments that's made. So
uh,
OKC now it's up to the coach. Now the coach got to make some adjustments because what you're doing ain't working. And one thing that they're doing is they're annoying the hell out of SGA, but they're not. They're like, you're gonna get yours because SGA gonna do his shit. So they're annoying him by breaking up the plays. And when that happens, and can't nobody else step up, that's a little. And like I said, and then the bench comes in, and when Oklahoma's bench ain't playing, then you
yeah.
gotta.
It's kind of
It's
like
hard,
whose bench is better, whose bench is going to produce more than the other.
right?
Oh, and then I believe that Indiana's winning that race right now.
They are.
Yeah, because and also they're playing physical. They're playing physical defense on SGA, which is kind of bugging them a little bit. I can tell he's getting frustrated with Nimbar being in his face. Then they switch him and put topping on him. They're throwing everybody at him, man. And,
Everybody.
he's frustrated, man. That's the reason why he's only had 24 points, and he also has to play defense as well. So that's gonna slow him down. Also, too, his point production.
Right. And your boy Turner, man, Miles Turner played his ass off this last game.
He did. He
And
only
that's
had,
all it takes.
but he was very instrumental and active on defense, man. And that's when they really needed somebody that was getting out there, getting after the ball, man, and playing physical. I
Yeah,
think that's the only way they're gonna beat OKC if they continue to be physical down the stretch.
yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
But yeah, I still think that I think OKC is still gonna get them a 7.
You think so?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And
they're gonna.
you
I think they're gonna get it together. But the difference, like I said, Carlisle is a hell of a coach, man. I could tell when the lead was kind of getting to 8 points, he'll call timeout quick. This is stop the
Yeah,
momentum, stop the rhythm of OKC, which I thought that was a ingenious of him to really, just kind of put a ripple, put a ripple in the ocean on the offense side for OKC because they were kind of getting hot for a while, and then he called that timeout and they kind of cooled off, and they brought some reinforcements in, and they probably played the hell out of SGA on the defensive end.
yeah, definitely that. They definitely did that. I don't know. We'll see, man. We're gonna
Yeah,
see because it's coming down. I give 'em- what they got about another week of the final. I think the next game is the pivotal game. If
yeah.
Indiana wins at home, well, then they play tomorrow, right?
Friday, yeah,
Um,
tomorrow.
if Indiana win, OKC, they're gonna have to go sit down, man. They're not gonna. I don't think they can beat them three straight. I know they're a stronger team in per se, but a lot of people's not looking at this either. Since January 1st, the two best teams in the NBA with the best records was OKC number one and Indiana was number two. So those were the two that and even though they were number four, or they were the fourth seed, right? Even though they were the fourth seed, it showed you how they played. And a lot of people like when I was looking at and studying some shit, and I was looking at how when Halliburton, when his peers named him the most overrated player, that was around November or December or whatever it was. But what they didn't realize was he just came out off of a Eastern Final Conference with Indiana, and from there he went and played along with the side of the other cats from the USA on the Olympic side. So part of the thing was they said that he didn't really have his legs until around December. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a lot of basketball. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Like I said, we'll see, man. I tell you what, OKC. I keep saying OKC better step their game up. They better get their shit together.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about the bench production at this point. Anybody come off to Carson Wallace, Hartenstein, but Chet Holmgren, he's playing a hell of a series though right now. He's stepping it up for him.
Definitely.
He's really he was grabbing shoot. He had 12 rebounds and assists, man. He was all over the place on the rebound on the defensive rebound side of
Yeah.
things. He also scored. He was just scoring threes left and right, going to the hole, shooting twos, going strong to the hole, trying to dunk on people. He was getting really aggressive, and he was scoring his points. He ended up with 6 field goals total, which is great. Got the double figures and whatnot. So,
Right.
yeah, man, Chet, he's just now getting back from a hip injury. He was kind of hurt during the season, so they kind of played without him for about 25% of the season, 50%
Right.
almost. But yeah, man, they got to step it up though, man. Lou Dort got to step it up, because he was kind of absent. He was missing a lot of shots. Um, and just the other, Williams, the other Williams, he got to come in. All these bench players that have been producing for OKC over this season, they got to step it up, man. Straight up.
Yeah, they got to, man. So I got a question for you. If OKC lose, what happens in the offseason? Do they have to make adjustments or do they run it back?
I think they need to acquire this. They don't need much, man. They just need a stronger bench. They'll pick up some people in the offseason, kind of add to their bench or trade off a couple people to get, trade across the board on some people to bring them in and so they can produce on the bench. The starting five is there. They got to start at five. You know what I'm saying?
They got it. They'll have to tighten up the bench. They got a lot. They still got some number one picks that they can trade too. So they
Right.
good.
So they'll be good, man. I just believe that they have a strong starting five, and and they're going to go ahead and in the offseason probably look for some bench. Try to hypen up their bench, try to toughen up their bench a little bit, strengthen their bench. That's all they really need right now at this point, because you can tell right now that Indiana's bench is definitely outplaying them.
Right. Yep.
But
Definitely that.
yes, I want to say what up, everybody. This is brought to you by HAIRitage Sports Talk at the Midweek Grind, HAIRitage Barbershop, 1620 Broadway. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
It's
And
Ricky
it's
Fat,
also brought to you.
man. We got my boy Rodney Legendary Brown and we in the
Yes, sir.
midweek.
It's that grind. Yeah, and it's also brought to you by Akil's Imperial Cut, 7444 White Avenue, M Exclusive Product Company. And it's brought to you by myself, Mr. Legendary, and Mr. Ricky Fane. We're in the house.
We're in the house again for another week, man. I always look forward to the midweek grind. There's a lot of sports and things going on. Let's talk about the WNBA. I've been checking them out today. Paige Buchers, she drops a career high 35 points, but she couldn't defeat the Mercury. They were kind of on her helmet, man, but she was balling out. She had 35 points. She's been becoming a household name right now. She's been balling lately in the last few weeks. And so yeah, they couldn't beat the Mercury the other day. But she's a young upcoming star for the WNBA, along with
Okay.
Caitlin. Yeah, absolutely. I checked her out.
Definitely.
She was balling a little bit, so she definitely has a good shot. She knows how to play ball. So the WNBA is kind of coming up right now, man. They got more stars now. A lot of teams have their stars now. They're kind of getting bigger as far as having stars
It's
on most
growing.
all the teams in the WNBA right now, which is
It's
good.
definitely growing.
Yeah.
It's definitely growing. And I know they've been talking a lot about Angel Reese lately. Not saying that like she's a bad player or anything like that, but what they've been saying is like she needs to figure out what she's going to be great at, right? Because we know like defense, she balls at defense, like her rebounding, her and all of that is just like dope. But they're also talking about her offense. She needs to get a little bit better with her offensive shot. Definitely her shot.
Yeah.
She's not shooting at a high percentage. I don't know what you got to say about that. How you feel about?
Well, she's a big girl, man, so she's definitely gonna get her rebounds in. But yeah, she got to step up her offense a little bit. I think she needs to. I don't think she really worked on her game this offseason. I think she kind of got caught up in the social media thing, and and everybody paying her all this attention and how fine she is and all this. She is fine though.
She is fine. I gotta give it to her.
But
Miss Reese is fine. She's
yeah,
fine. She
I
ain't
wrote a
fine.
strong
She's fine to
poem.
be a big girl. Not a
Yeah, she's
big girl, but a tall. She's
she's
tall.
fine. Yeah,
She's
stacked like the Empire State Building.
Yes, she is. She
Yes,
really
sir.
is. Did you see that video when her and who was it? Was it Sexy Red?
Oh yeah.
It was just
Yeah.
last week. Yeah.
She be tapped in with all the little female rappers and stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's what
They made
she
a big deal about that. Oh, why she over here and then she twerking and doing it. But my thing is, man, if they weren't trying to mold her, that's what the media is trying to mold her. And you
right.
can't mold. And she's acting just like every other average 20 to 25, 27-year-old. It is what it is. Let her enjoy herself. You know what I'm saying? Just because she got a little bit of fame, they've been jumping at her. But I think a lot of that might be the problem too. You got the media talking so heavily, and they do this shit a lot. They talk heavy on certain players on their personal lives. And if we didn't have all these cameras and this damn social media all the time, we wouldn't know half the shit that they do. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know half the shit they was doing back in the 90s and the early 2000s because wasn't everybody filming everything. So I'm kind of like, I get it that they're in the public, but they still need a private life. You know what I'm saying? That's like somebody always at you with a camera. You walk outside your house or you walk outside the shop or one of the schools or something, and then it's a camera in your face or somebody just filming from the side, even though they do that anyway. And then they like, well, Ricky or Legendary, they was out over here doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? That is really none of your damn business what I do on my personal time.
Right. Yeah, man. She just need to work on her game, man. Stop trying to be too caught up in the glam and the glitz of the social life, man. Yeah, man. She needs to start working at gym, like have that Mamba mentality. She don't have the Mamba mentality, I don't think, man. In the shows, though, you know what I'm saying, in her game. She first came in the first year. She was, hooping, but you got to kind of work on your game still. You can't just let you got to sharpen your skills, sharpen your tools.
I'm gonna give her some time though. I'm gonna let her enjoy her fame. because she's more famous now than she was last year, even though she came in strong. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah,
building and building. And then
yeah,
they're building between the rivalry between her and Caitlin Clark. They building that. They got to have a rivalry somewhere. I think that's helping the WNBA too. But I'm gonna let her enjoy herself. Enjoy your young life. But I do agree with you. In the off seasons or whatever, you got to work on your game.
hmm
And if you want to be the best of the best, you got to continue to keep working and keep getting better because ain't nobody the greatest until you just go at it. Even when we talk about Michael Jordan's game was great. You know what I'm saying? But
right,
it wasn't perfect.
right.
And that's what all these cats. So even like Kobe and LeBron's and the Shaqs and the all them cats, we can go back to the Magic days. We can go back to the Larry Bird days and all that. It's like they were all like superstars, all stars, and was the definition of what they were as far as what position they were in the NBA. But at the same time, in every sport, every industry, every job, like us being into the barbering. I talked to a client the other day and he asked me, he was like, so how do you guys like work it like and practice like as barbering? I'm like, man, sometimes I'll just do cuts. Sometimes I'll sit there and watch some of the younger cats and just learn how they maneuver their clippers or how they, a lot of shit to me don't make sense sometimes. I'll be like, why are you doing that? But my technique ain't like everybody else's technique, but I might be able to take your technique, flip it a little bit, and use it and create my own, and it comes up to something else. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
you can always learn from anybody. That's basically what I'm saying.
She definitely got to work on her game. She got to get that offensive game like Miss Makia Jackson for the Sparks. She had 30 points today against the Aces. Um, Derrica Hamby had 19 points for the Sparks as they defeat the Aces 97-89. Jackie Young is dope too. She had 34 points. Chelsea Gray is also a hell of a shooter, and she had 28 points for the Aces. So yeah, those numbers I just spit right there, man. Angel Reese got to step her game up, man. These chicks is hitting 30 points, 34 points, 28 points. You know, like balling over. So she got to get
They're
her game together.
balling, man.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully she gets it. She's still young. I hope a lot of veterans kind of rub off on her and kind of pull her aside and try to, I hope she just learns from getting her butt whooped enough for her to want to be having that mama mentality of working harder at her craft. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Man, so moving on from the WNBA, we have the NHL Stanley Cup going on right now. I don't know if anybody's been noticing.
Yes,
The
sir.
Edmonton Oilers and the Florida Panthers. Um, I peeked in and watched it. I think it's still going on right now. It was tied 3-3. So um, this is for the Stanley Cup, man. So I don't know for those who watch hockey, but I had to put that stat up there for you guys to check it out. The NHL is in their finals
So
as well
right
as well.
now, you're right. They was tied 3-3. It's 4-4 now, and they in overtime, bro.
Okay, update.
Um, so and it's like 15. Well, it's like about 15 minutes, a little over 15 minutes left in the game.
Oh, you got plenty of
Um,
time. Man, they're balling, man. I'm about to cut that game on, man. They're 3-3, 4-4. They keep going back and forth.
they're going back and forth, and so right now, as everybody know, the Panthers are leading the series 2-1. Um, we'll see. We'll see what comes of it, man.
They're kind of in the same boat as Indiana LKC right now.
Yeah, they sitting exactly the same. It's been a tight series between the two. Both of the teams are pretty good. I think they're looking at the Panthers maybe taking it. I don't know, but we'll see. Like I said, whoever's slipping up down that ice, the quickest and the smoothest is the one that's gonna take that one.
No, for sure. Moving on to the MLB, man. My Giants, man. We've been on a 7-game streak, but it got snapped today against the Colorado Rockies, man. 8-7. I was watching the game. They came back in the ninth inning and rallied back to beat them. We're up 7-2, man, and they just kept creeping back, man, inning by inning. And the very last inning of ninth, I mean, the Giants have been winning that 7-game streak. We've been on the comebacks. All those games we won, these last 6, 7 games have been on comebacks, man. Last minute comebacks, a base hit,
They've been
walk,
brilliant.
weird stuff was going on. We're winning, so I hope that we were actually going to try to, poke our head in towards, first place, or at least be around, top three in the NL West. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we keep up the good work. We got defeated today 8-7, but I hope that we can kind of learn from this and keep going, man. Just keep the streak going.
They should be all right, man. I think they're doing pretty good, because the Dodgers ain't doing anything. But I'm gonna tell you what, in that NHL, I don't know why I said NHL, in the Major League Baseball, and that MLB West, with that National West, between the Padres, the Giants, and the Dodgers, what the Giants have to watch out for is after the All-Star break, the second half of the season. That's when the Dodgers really start balling out. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you need to play your best ball. So hopefully they're building up to that point right now. Right. And then they get to the point to like the All-Star break come in, and then they continue to win. You know what I'm saying? That's when you got to play, because that's when it's going to count. August and September is when it's going to count.
Man, it's a long season, man. So,
They can go either way.
Yeah, but, man, speaking of MLB, man, you see the catch that my boy did for the Athletics, man? He's been making a hell of a catch. What's his name again? I don't know. I remember that young man's name, but I've been watching.
It skips my mind right now, but he's an outfielder for
different look here. He puts a swing on it to center field. Denzel Clark going back towards the wall and leaps up for the catch.
Oh my God!
Denzel Clark showing off the speed and the Spider-Man skills back on his home turf.
1-1. That's it deep in the air to left center. Denzel Clark on the run. He's still going. He's still going. He rushes out and
damn near knocked himself out.
Did he catch that baseball?
Yeah, he caught it.
Oh my goodness, he caught the baseball.
Oh my God.
And this one to center field. Denzel Clark on the move back after he stepped towards home plate and makes another catch.
Oh my God.
Back-to-back weeks where he wins the Electric Play of the Week.
You know what's funny about that? The last one, right? The last clip. The funny shit about it. Did you see how the pitcher even looked like, oh shit, he caught that damn ball.
Right, like he's been making like crazy catches, man, these last week, man, like incredible catches, man. But that last one that showed.
This one to center field. Denzel Clark on the move back after he stepped towards home plate and makes another catch.
Oh my God!
Back-to-back weeks where he wins the Electric Play.
That's dope. That's athleticism.
Denzel Clark, man. Shout out to my boy Denzel Clark, man. Hell of an
Welcome to SAC. Welcome to SAC, Mr. Clark. We appreciate it.
Yes,
you know what, man? I honestly hope Sacramento get their shit together and give them something at that park, bro. Because I know Fisher, as being the owner, is on some other weird ass shit. It is what it is. We got a professional team that's here in SAC. Let's support them. Let's give them a little bit of love. Let's show them that we are that sports town and we can support it. But at the same time, we need Sacramento to step up and give them something where they feel they're in the major leagues. It's not a minor league team. I get it that they came to us. I get all of that. Right. But let's show them that SAC can be just as great as the next city, man, like on some real shit.
And if any of the A's is watching, the Athletics is watching, man, y'all come on by HAIRitage Barbershop, man. We got you. 1620 Broadway. We're close by the stadium. We're not that far away. We got the best barbers in the city. This is brought to you by Ricky Fang, the flyest in the city, along with Rodney Legendary Brown, HAIRitage Barbershop, 1620 Broadway. You guys come get that fresh fade, come get cleaned up, come get that facial. Man, come get the experience. You know what I'm saying?
Steamtown treatment is the
man.
You get your if you with the Athletics, come see us. Ask for myself, and I'll make sure that you get a complimentary steam towel treatment along with your service. Making sure.
Absolutely. And go Athletics, baby.
Hey, you know what else I want to talk? I kind of want to talk a little bit about it's been approved, bro. For the Republic, Sacramento Republic. It's our football team, our soccer team out here in Sacramento, California. They've been flirting with going to the MLS. Right now they with the USL. But it's been approved down at the rail yards right outside of downtown that they get their brand new stadium. So they'll be able to run their own things and do their own things at this point.
Yeah, that's huge, man. That's definitely huge, man. And they're gonna be part of the MLS. That's gonna be dope, man. That's gonna bring a lot of people, man. I didn't realize how many soccer fans are out here in Sacramento, man. It's tons of thousands, bro.
It's a lot.
A lot of them. But yeah, man, I'm trying to, I want to try to make it down to the stadium and watch the A's play. I think the Giants are coming next month at sometime or something. Yeah, I want to try to catch them or catch a game period, man. Just to see the park, check it out. I heard a lot of bad things about it, and I heard a couple of good things about it. So,
I think it'll be good just to go. We need to be down there anyway. I know our man from HAIRitage Sports Talk, Mr. Tony Harvey, is always visiting because he covers for us. He covers all the sports around for us here. So I want to give a shout out to Mr. Tony Harvey. I want to give a shout out to Mr. D Speed and Elijah, Mr. EL. That's our favorite Raider fan up under the towel. What's going on, fellas?
My people.
To all our peoples that make all this happen. You guys check out HAIRitage Sports Talk. Go on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. I mean, it's all free. We all love free things. It's all free. So like, share, subscribe. You can do it in any order. Subscribe, share, like. Share, like, subscribe, so whatever. Just whichever way it goes. You guys just make sure. HAIRitage Sports Talk. Look us up on YouTube.
And once again, you are tuned in to the Midweek Grind.
It's that grind. You're going to make my throat hurt doing that grind.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get that grit in there. You know what I'm saying? You get that grind in there. It's grind time midweek, man.
Grind time, y'all.
I love it, man. Y'all tap in with us, man. 1620 Broadway, HAIRitage Barbershop, man. Come get your facial, come get your fly, fresh cuts. Come get a good conversation or come get your butt whipping chest. It's either way. We like to
one or the other. Hey, man. I'm gonna ask you a question. How you feel about what's going on in California, man? And I know this is off of sports a little bit, but the kind of jacked up thing about it is they've been showing up to sports events.
That's crazy.
ICE. They've been melting all over our Latino homies, man. And I mean, the way they've been doing it, I think it's some real doggish.
Yeah, it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you snatching people from their families and whatnot. And the real thing about it is that you just getting people and you letting them work it out later. Some of them, a lot of them, are citizens who have went through the process to be over here. I understand what you're trying to do, but the way that we trying to do it, it kind of take me back from how things were years ago. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, just to be, they popping up at people's jobs. And I mean, they're not going looking for one specific person. They're looking for somebody who, like,
right.
That's the problem.
Man,
we got to work on ourselves, y'all.
What they're saying, didn't they say that the governor was trying to put a block to that? Yeah,
he's trying to stop it, but also our lovely president has also threatened that he would arrest this man. So our governor here, he also said, well, come arrest me then. Make it happen. It's my state. And I think that you're doing it wrong. You didn't come to us in the first place and ask, could we, not only assist, even because they said they weren't going to be a part of it. So for you to just call in National Guards and Marines and like that, and then you got them, they're sleeping in offices and places like this because you don't have, it's over 2,000 and something of them there. But like I said, man, it kind of looks like we're going into a martial law.
Yeah.
So, everybody be safe out there.
Yes, sir. Y'all be safe on the man. Y'all be safe out there, man. Take care of yourself. Look out for your friends and your loved ones, man. It's Ricky Fame, the flyest in the city, at Instagram, _Ricky_Fame. Instagram with my boy Rodney Legendary Brown on Instagram as well. Tap in. I appreciate y'all. Midweek Grind. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Next week, y'all. Until next time, love one.
Love one.
Man, you. That's okay.
Hey, we'll slap.